Vietnam to treat foreign and domestic tourists alike. The e-visa government website link is now open for visa submissions. In today's video update, we talk about Vietnam resuming visa exemption for 13 countries, foreign visitors can travel freely with negative COVID test, and the e-visa government website link is now open for visa submissions. So let's go through the updates. Finally, Vietnam has officially reopened international tourism on March 15th. A conference was held the same day to deploy safe and effective reopening. The Vietnamese government issued a resolution on visa waivers for citizens from 13 countries, namely Germany, France, Italy, Spain, the UK, Russia, Japan, the Republic of Korea, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Belarus. Visitors of the above-mentioned countries will enjoy 15 days of visa-free travel in Vietnam, beginning from their date of entry, regardless of the kind of passport and entry purpose, on the basis of satisfying all conditions as prescribed by Vietnamese law. Tourists are required to comply with the regulations of the Ministry of Health on vaccination against COVID-19 and must be fully vaccinated. They need to have a negative PCR test result within 72 hours before departure, or a quick test within 24 hours. This does not apply to children under 2 years of age. Travelers will also make medical declarations and install health monitoring app, PC COVID, for their entire stay in the country. The requirement, having medical or travel insurance that covers COVID-19 treatment with a minimum liability of $10,000, remains effective. At the border gates, tourists who show suspected symptoms of COVID-19 infections like coughing, fever, runny nose, sore throat, muscle aches, loss of taste and smell should report to the on-site health authorities so that they can take appropriate health measures, such as conducting a quick test and requiring the suspected case to self-isolate in the accommodation facility within 14 days. International visitors who visit the country by road have to take a quick test at the border gate before entry. At a press conference to announce the official reopening of Vietnam's tourism on March 15th, chairman of the Vietnam National Administration of Tourism, Nguyen Trung Can said that his agency has requested the Ministry of Transport to increase the frequency of flights to restore international and domestic tourism activities. The Tourism Administration is coordinating with ministries and relevant units to promptly and effectively draft policies on assisting tourism businesses and workers who have been severely affected in the past 2 years, he stated. After 2 years of closure due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many tourism facilities have deteriorated. There will be a large-scale inspection on hotels and restaurants to ensure service quality and safety, he added. Vietnam is determined to fully reopen its tourism industry and will adopt measures to treat foreign and domestic tourists alike, Deputy Prime Minister Vu Duc Dam said on Tuesday. He said March 15th is not just about opening tourism, but also international trade and international exchange as it was pre-COVID. The Deputy Prime Minister emphasized that the guiding spirit of the government is not to treat foreign tourists and local people differently, in terms of pandemic precaution measures. Explaining why the government decided to open the door to international tourists despite the country is still having a record high number of infections, Dam reiterated his statement from February 15th, saying that infections will continue to rise, but the problem is no longer the same as it was when the outbreak began. The goal is to prevent and control the pandemic effectively, without exceeding the response capacity of the health system, he said. Affirming ready open tourism, leaders of localities and businesses expressed the government would continue support to overcome difficulties. Vietnam Airlines has restored 60% of its international flight network, and will open flight routes connecting Singapore with destinations such as Da Nang, Nha Trang, and also Vietnam-India route. At the same time, issue a flexible ticket exchange policy, strengthen links to create a complete tourism ecosystem. The e-visa government website link is now open for visa submissions. Vietnam's e-visa is a simple online visa approval process, available to citizens of 80 countries. Payment and delivery of the e-visa are done entirely online and take 3 working days. The e-visa is valid for 30 days, and for single entry only. The cost is $25. Before applying, make sure your nationality is one of those approved for Vietnam's e-visa. The list of countries that allowed e-visa issuing and the list of ports that allowed foreigners to enter and exit Vietnam by Vietnamese e-visa can be found with the links in our description content. Vietnam's Immigration Department has announced that it will discontinue the automatic stay extension for foreigners stranded in Vietnam from January 15th. The stay extension measure had earlier been applied to foreign tourists who had entered the country since March 1, 2020, due to border restrictions caused by the pandemic. Efforts to reopen Vietnam's tourism industry have been carried out as planned. Hopefully, things will get easier in the near future and Vietnam tourism in particular, and world tourism in general will no longer have any barriers from COVID. Our video update for today ends here. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thanks for watching and goodbye.